Since launching the Max45 all-axle hub motor just over a year ago, this motor's remained in a league of its own in the realm of direct drive hub motors. It's got a wide 45mm stator that gives crazy torque, hill climbing and hauling capabilities, but it does that all without being a total tank.
I do love this hub.
Other direct drive motors in this power class tend to weigh 20 to 25 pounds, around 10 kilos, whereas our Max45 comes in at a much more reasonable 6 kilograms of weight. But if you wanted this light and powerful motor on anything that wasn't a fat bike, you were out of luck. Until now. Meet the Max45 Single Speed. This is that powerful motor design, but without the multi-speed cluster on the right so that it will fit inside normal bicycle dropouts. We've got adapters for quick release systems that are using slotted dropouts, as well as a through-axle 148x12 option for more modern bikes. So one of those applications where this hub motor really shines is in cruiser and chopper style bicycles, like this original 1957 Schwinn Beach Cruiser, or this slick leather-saddled chopper bike from Royal City Cruisers.
Oh yeah.
These are bicycles that only have a single speed on them, and so there's no need for the space for a full gear cluster, but they're also bicycles that you can't typically pedal very effectively, especially going up hills, because they don't have that variable gearing, and so you can really benefit from the extra power and hill climbing torque that that wider 45mm stator provides. There's another big benefit, especially on old school bikes like this, that a powerful motor to go up hills can also do very powerful regenerative braking.
I skidded using regen.
And on a bike from 1957 with old side pull scissor brakes, you want more braking power. The second application where this hub motor really shines, and is the one I'm most excited to talk about and play with, are modern bicycles that are using a pinion gearbox instead of an internal gear hub on the rear. So this gives you all the benefits of internal shifting. You don't have derailleurs to deal with. You have a fully enclosed transmission. And on this one, it's a Priority 600 bike. You get a 600% gear range for the pedaling effort, unlike chopper cruiser bikes where you're always at a fixed pedal ratio. By having the gearing up front in the bottom bracket, the rear triangle is now wide open because it doesn't need space for derailleur gears, and that allows us to accommodate this wider 45mm motor stator. So you're really getting the best of all worlds. You have a bicycle that pedals really well at any speeds because of the wide gear ratio you get from the Pinion gearbox, and that has the most powerful direct drive hub motor available. Not just powerful, but also very efficient. So if you're somebody who rides, either you're a very heavy rider or you have lots of steep hill climbs or you want to tow kids in a trailer, you get much better range with a big motor like the Max45.
And then 1, 2, 3, go! No pedaling. No pedaling. Aw, Johnny, no!
You'll also notice that this setup is using a carbon belts gate drive instead of a chain like on the chopper bike, and that Gates gives you a much lower maintenance and longer lasting pedal transmission. And the net effect on a bike like this is a system that has almost zero maintenance. You could put 40, 50,000 kilometers on this. You'll never wear out the brake pads because of the powerful regenerative braking of the hub motor. You're not going to have to deal with worn bicycle chains or chain greasing or chain rusting, given the belt drive. And you get a fully enclosed transmission that doesn't have any of the fussy issues of a derailleur setup. So for myself, as an avid e-bike commuter who just wants to put on thousands and thousands of kilometers every year and not deal with the routine maintenance of bicycle stuff, this is my dream setup. The only thing you'd have to periodically do is change the tires as the tire themselves wear out. So the threaded side plate on this hub motor would allow, of course, any conventional threaded freewheel to screw on here. But if you're wanting to use the motor in torque sensing mode, it's important that the freewheel also has a magnet encoder on the back. And that's because, unlike, say, a Shimano cassette free hub, the motor itself doesn't know whether you're pedaling. In order to detect the difference from backwards pedaling or pedaling forwards, there needs to be magnets on the back of this. So we offer both a 16-tooth chain freewheel that would be used on most applications. For those of you with a carbon gates drive, we stock the 22-tooth carbon gate, on which we've made a 3D printed backplate that also holds the 12 magnets. With that installed, this hub motor gives you the full torque sensing, pedal assist behavior that you expect from Grin's all-axle system without having to install any bottom bracket sensor elsewhere on your bicycle.